just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown. Up in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Falcons. Saquon Barkley, 53 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. First down, and it's Pollard again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Kirksey able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Third and long, it's Wilson. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. At their own 31-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, They can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run with Barkley. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
30. Run it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
You got three. Three down.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Barkley tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? The one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Touch 50.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
What? 2 for 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he's got room. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Mostert. Working for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And McManus able to put it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive. that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now Wilson looking for Kelsey. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
But remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second down, Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. It's brought in by Kevin White. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Check 24.
Mariota now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Barkley. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Pollard going to try the right side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I'll go special. Here we go again. Here we go again. Joker, 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 Joker. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On first down, Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
We got 3, we got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down. This is Mostert. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Here's Pollard again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. Into the secondary again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 23-yard run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ndamukong Suh. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wilson forced out to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's got some space here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Barkley spinning away. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Check three.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And able to find John Brown. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
All day, baby, all day. Watch safety. Three. Safety's creeping. Check 13. Check 13.
From From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Greedy Williams picks it off. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a